Hi, I'm Simon Robinson, the CEO worldwide of Holonomics, a consultancy that specialises in strategy, customer experience and cultural and digital transformation. And in this video, I'd just like to introduce you to our book, Customer Experiences with Soul. The reason why you may be interested in this particular book is that perhaps you're a director or a manager or maybe a designer or an entrepreneur thinking about starting their own business. And maybe you're someone who's looking at ways to really develop long-term and more meaningful relationships with your customers. Now, one particular group of customers that's really interesting to look at are millennials. And these are adults aged between 18 and 34. And they are a very influential group in terms of impacting on trends and the future direction of organisations and brands. And there was a really interesting report that was published recently by 5WPR. It was their 2020 Consumer Culture Report. And this report stated that 83% of millennials feel strongly that the brands they buy from should align around their values. And not only that, the report showed that 76% of this age group want to see CEOs actively using their platform to address social issues. So this is a very interesting trend that has been developing over the last couple of years. And it's really interesting to see just how strongly this trend is now represented in the millennial age group. So the question is it really possible to talk about soul in a business context, and particularly a corporate context? And I really feel that it does. And the way I feel I'd like to explain that is by talking through the imagery of this particular coffee cup, which is the coffee cup that we use on the cover of our book. So the first way of thinking about customer experience is really just in terms of customer experience as a product and a service and the overall experience. Now, I love I love coffee shops, I love coffee, I love going to coffee shops, I love the aroma, I love the sensory experience. So firstly, this cup represents the great customer experience that it's possible to create when you really think about the needs of your particular customers. What are they looking for? It is just so important to always be in touch with your customers, really know them well, have empathy with them, and then you'll be able to design a great customer experience. But this coffee cup represents more than just a product or a service. When we go to a coffee shop, when we drink coffee, we often drink it with a friend, and we have some wonderful conversations when we share a coffee together, especially here in Brazil where I live. You know, the coffee culture is very strong here. And so this coffee cup, it really represents the quality of our relationships. And in business today, it's just not enough just to think about the quality of the relationships with our customers or our clients. We really need to think about our business and our brand as an ecosystem as a whole. So we need to make sure that, for example, the coffee is sourced in a just and ethical manner, in a way that really treats the farmers, the coffee growers, ethically and in a just manner. And as we saw with the research, millennials, they don't just want a great customer experience. They're really looking at the quality of relationships that an organisation has, not just with shareholders, not just with customers, but suppliers and the wider community as well, which that particular organisation serves. And then finally, I love this particular coffee cup because, as you can see, it's transparent and you can really see the coffee inside. So this particular coffee cup, it really represents the essence of a company, the essence or soul of a brand. And it's this essence that I really feel that people are now really looking for. They really want to connect not just with the product or a service, but with the essence of a brand. And they don't just want to connect in a superficial or artificial way. People really are looking for authentic relationships. So this means that any particular brand or company, you really have to make sure that what you say, what you really mean to say, and how you act and what you do, you really need to make sure that all of these are as fully aligned as possible to be perceived and really known as being as authentic and soulful as possible, and really working to not just offer a great customer experience, but really that you're looking to really develop your community, you're really looking to protect and regenerate the environment. These are all the things that the millennials are looking for, and many other people as well, much younger people and adults much older. People are really now want to see companies change, and particularly with this current pandemic with COVID-19, I think this trend recently has really accelerated, and people are now really seeing the difference between a brand that has genuine soul, that really cares for people, and a brand that was just maybe greenwashing, that was just talking about these issues in order to improve its image. So this is our book, Customer Experiences with Soul. We really believe that this word soul now has power in business. So please do feel free to take a look. Our book's on Amazon and all major retailers. And please do stay in touch by subscribing to my channel. I'll be talking a lot more about our book, the various different areas inside it, and how you can really develop an amazing company, an amazing brand, and something that really speaks and connects with those people who you want to reach. Thank you very much.